trees are green and overhanging, featherlight free and everlasting.
Goodbye, old save. Or no, we just do that.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
I have no idea.
Discard the thought.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know, near?
Far away?
South? Maybe up on Marvel Hill? Ooh.
Why did you say that?
They're just synapses. These are just synapses firing. Doesn't mean anything.
The name must have some meaning for me.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Kitsuragi. Yeah, no, I said that right. Yeah. Do you know a place called Marvel Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
He thinks for a moment.
An expression.
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building?
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. HOBOCOP!
Yo! We gotta...
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
I don't see a downside.
Until proven otherwise.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
She looks at the lieutenant.
So now we've been introduced to the thought cabinet. The concept of a HOBOCOP has arrived. Temporary research bonus, 1 composure. Ungainly and rambling research time, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Problem, solution.
So the problem, a cop and a hobo. A HOBOCOP. Upsides can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash.
-1, excuse me.
Doesn't have to wash, carries himself with a lurched gusto. HOBOCOP doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again, never again here. You're drunk. Why do you have to come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides, though? Are there any? Right? I mean, seriously, just give me one. The game is on par with my thoughts right now. Okay? HOBOCOP sounds like the best level of cop that you can be out there.
And it says internalize because essentially you create an identity. You know, you create an identity and then you can choose to go that way with it. So
if you click on solution, does it show different tests?
No, I think once we internalize, then it shows, then it goes over there.
Okay.
Right? But if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while, but I think you get a couple of these, and then, yeah, we can see some of them here. There's a number of identities that you kind of get introduced to by falling and tripping into them, and then you consider them, and then, like, choose if you want to internalize them or not. I don't know if it's choosing one of many or if you internalize all of them, but at the very least you can already see hints at how many there are. One of them says 1 more door. So there's a lot of thoughts here.
Well, then about 50, 60, something like that. Maybe.
Yeah. You don't need to commit to a capo type as soon as one pops up. Yeah, okay, so there you go. And these are going to be stat modifiers.
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me?
Just leave.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Oh, stop.
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair.
How'd you like to roll with me?
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
I've got to get going now.
We got a bill to pay.
Yep.
We got a bill to pay.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks.
Suggestion, medium 10. Tug on her heartstrings for an even 42%.
Cannot be retried. Right, let's change the subject.
I mean, 42%.
Yeah,
That ain't that bad.
that's not bad.
2 out of 5?
Depending on how many cards you're drawing, that's pretty good.
You know?
Yeah.
Kobe.
Remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Let's go. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you could have, help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
She unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. Okay, well, we got drink money for tonight. Just don't show it to the bar
He
guy.
has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races.
What is to pawn?
Where can I pawn the pin?
This will help me out, Lena. Thanks.
I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money. Damn, that worked a little too well. Oh no. Commit. Oh boy. Okay.
What is to pawn?
Man.
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway.
Where can I pawn the pin?
Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful.
So, what are you doing now, Woolie?
This will help me out, Lena. Thanks.
Are you going to make some promises that you might not want to hold?
I who says I don't want to hold them?
I mean, I just want to get drunk tonight.
Is there not a difference between what you want and your ability to do so?
If she's telling me, here, this will help you.
We all want things.
If it can help me twice, I'll do it.
Do we make promises? Do we write checks that our ass can't cash?
Too many strings attached.
Just we need to be free balling and loose,
okay?
right? You can't be tied down by no promises.
No strings whatsoever. We're moving. We're making moves.
Can't be held.
Can't be coming back places.
You need loose fitting clothes that moves with you. None of this restrictive tight.
You're quite welcome, dear.
She smiles up at you.
I can't fucking do this.
Everybody's happy.
I can't.
She's smiling. She's helping. She knows we're young. We're young and free. We got things to do.
You seem to be in a chair.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Back to the origins.
Yeah. Are you going to talk to her about her pin?
Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into
That's
me.
fair.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
That cafeteria manager is a bad man. A man without honor or compassion.
It was like my body had a will of its own. It was running, my torso turned. My hands made this lewd gesture. I'm sorry you had to witness it. It's almost as if I had full control of my senses, faculties, and decisions, that I wouldn't have made that decision. Mm-hmm. It's almost as if an external force is compelling these actions that I myself would not choose to do.
Never.
What was that?
From where I was standing, it looked like you were about to pull out 2 guns, but drew out 2 birdies instead. Well, I'm glad you weren't injured.
Yeah, you saw me flying. Yeah.
Straight up Mirror's Edge style. You can literally press the 180 button, and then as you're falling backwards in midair, there's a secret input to flip the double birds as you fall backwards.
Oh, that's cool.
Godlike. How you seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Or laziness in Hochelaga Maisonneuve.
Oh my god. Shots
Yo.
fired.
I've had people on like automated like carts yell at me in the street.
No, for sure.
So
There's the utility of the mobilized cart thingies.
Yeah.
For those who have restricted mobility.
yes,
Or reduced mobility.
and that's fine.
And then there are those who just don't feel like it.
Yeah, I don't want to use my legs. It's tiring.
But how are you going to identify one from the other?
Be nice to everyone. Yeah, be nice to everybody.
Welcome to Walmart.
A grenade. Did you fight in a war?
I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a mountaineer?
Were you a tightrope walker?
I feel like I was in a war.
Oh god, fuck these people. Fuck these people. You're telling me about how you fucking lost your legs or the function of them, and I'm just gonna start talking about my own shit.
Yep. Yep. That's like me when I had to get out my house once. It was terrible. So yeah, sorry about your legs.
I just like what? Oh, I'm sorry. Were we having a conversation, or were you just standing there waiting for your turn to talk? Oh my god.
And you can tell when the people are like that.
Met one too many of those.
And they nod and they nod and you're like, are you even there? Like, are you? Yeah, it's just like me that one time.
Mountaineer, tightrope walker. Were you a tightrope walker?
I should
Nothing
give her a
so
laugh.
extravagant,
Oh
dear.
no, not even.
Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Oh no.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair.
Trade-offs, huh? Yeah. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
She nods, smiling up at you from behind her glasses.
How would you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner, fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Nothing. I was thinking of the lyrics to a song. Want to roll with me?
Sequence killers? Oh my.
She sounds
But I
impressed.
think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course. I forgot I had you.
I know, but there are also side mysteries. Oh, sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. You're in my head right now, Woolie, are you?
What about the side mysteries?
Yo, that's a new term. That's it. It's done. It's done. We're leveling up the lingo, man. Side mysteries.
There are main things and quests that need solving, but there are side mysteries that require your attention.
You know what that entails? You need a different party. You need a different group of people to make sure that you get all that information properly analyzed.
I mean, what are we going to do here? Just ignore the logbook? Look, we got a bunch of tasks. These all require attention.
Yeah? You want to jump on one?
There's a secondary list that also... Are they not yet worth achievement points and trophies? Oh, what are we doing here? We collecting or not?
Come on.
Side mysteries.
You're probably right, Kim.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
You're probably right.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eye.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything.
You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
On Insuland?
I don't really know. Some seedy hotel?
A war zone at the edge of the world.
We're dead. Haunting each other. We're ghosts.
It does still look like that in some parts of the city, doesn't it? We are in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, dear. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
Yes? It's the spring of 51.
Sure, it's the year 973.
All I know is we're approaching the end times.
It's a bad year for my late 40s. Or 50s? I don't even know how old I am. Okay, I'm starting to see a theme here.
Perhaps, dear. Perhaps. But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
She is perturbed by your not knowing what year it is, but not by your mention of the apocalypse. It must be the end times.
Thanks, Inland Empire.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
Together.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are you living under? What mode of government?
Wow. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us.
We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary.
Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women.
Oh my god. Cop. We are living under the cop regime.
Oh my god. That is a hell of a lineup of choices. So some kind of vague democracy, dictatorship of the proletariat, fierce warrior leaders traversing the plains on steeds, intelligent machines determining the freest of markets, controlled reality by foreigners and women, or the cop regime. It's almost as if this were some sort of compass of some kind.
Yeah. Painting
know?
a picture, huh?
And what creates the most power to us? Is it the freest of possible markets determined by algorithm and hustle and grind? The sound of machines? And basically everything from Cloud Atlas come to life?
Maybe a bit of bio-shocking happening here.
What kind of society do you live in, Reggie?
I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Perhaps not cowering civilization.
Nope.
Perhaps not the cop regime. Perhaps not!
Let's not completely put that one away.
Oh, okay.
Just in case.
Oh, is it a possibility? Oh, we go in cop regime? We go, is this?
The barman seems to appreciate our negotiation skills, you know, like.
Something about the boot heel? You know?
I would go with 2 or 6. Personally, I like 2.
I'd like to think of the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Cop regime, got it. All right.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government?
The rising up against the Bolsheviks?
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Oh.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
Kim?
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
And that was an easy check.
So, how did I do?
What is this revolution you mentioned?
Who could tell me more?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Well, thank God for this giant inland empire we've got going on here.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about the troubles of this fucking bullshit world. Just turn inwards.
Where it's safe.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Sometimes.
Get a reality lowdown. How would you elaborate on that?
You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater details. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated in that world.
Okay. How's that body doing? About your pin, though.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
She smiles up at you earnestly.
You can give it back to her.
But we're not going to do that, are we?
I just wanted to thank you again.
Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more.
I gotta go now. Thank you for the help. You know, like, rough times, you're helping me. I'm not going to forget, you know?
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Later.
Adios. All right. Well, can we wear it? Items. Commemorative pin. Price 3.2. All right.
Unusual, tasteful pin produced to celebrate St. Baptiste Summer Dinghy Races 31. Warm glow of a well-loved memento.
But you can't see the sentimental price on it, can you?
No, you can't.
Well,
As long as we got drink money for tonight, that's cool.
we got the door, and then we got the back over there.
Right.
Shall we? The
Door is bolted. Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300 hours.
Soft purr and electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. Man, so look how much time we spent just hanging out in this lobby.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see if there's anything else that we left unchecked in here. We've got that door. Anything around this corner over here? Yes, we do. Hello.
Whoa. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful. Dark liquid is spilling out. Oh.
A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads "Wild Pines," encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Where'd that first line go? Pick up the pills.
Wake him up. 42%. You may retry it.
Decent shot.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Attaboy.
The man does not mind. You probably need them. more than he does.
Now it's locked. All right.
So now we got some magnesium pills.
Yeah, should we top off that damage we took?
Can you?
Because we took some morale damage and we took some. There you go. Not bad.
Well, that was easy. Just take some magnesium pills.
Okay.
Forget all the failures that you did today. That's good.
Right. That looks like the room. That's over there. We can go back upstairs and see if we have another shot now that Kim's around. Oh.
Oh, yeah, you're
karaoke
still,
thought. This feels right. You belong here.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Just get some Yakuza bangers going.
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Do you want to try the handle?
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Okay. All right, back downstairs.
Yeah, we don't want to show him our room for now.
No.
He'd be like, okay, we're done here.
No, nope. Big nope. Do not do that.
Maybe you're not a cop after all.
Okay, so shall we internalize HOBOCOP
Hell yeah.
as one of the couple of different internalized thoughts we can? You sound pretty committed to it.
Oh,
regardless.
yeah, that sounds badass.
All right.
Research time, 4 hours, 20 minutes.
So it
Yo.
begins.
We're flying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I heard it goes up to 16. You can't really see them as much from here, but so begins the research.
Oh, okay, I can see the outlines that we're looking at. Okay.
So begins the research.
12, according to
12.
the universe.
Gotcha. Okay. There was a door on that side, too. So...
There's this door. There was no circle on that one, right?
What?
There was no circle on that door, right?
Oh, no, on the other door?
Yeah.
There
there was one on the other door, yeah.
Yeah, no, there was.
Oh, now we're out in the street?
Indeed we are. Snow melts in this wheelbarrow.
Street sign reads, "Fuck the police."
Coming straight from the underground. Stepping into daylight.
And
How about that? That's a good time to save.
the police they have is not the police in the traditional sense.
Something is going. Pigs go home.
Oh, damn.
Something political is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what role we serve, but she implied that this place was a place where people came and tried something different.
Yep.
And the rest of the world didn't like it.
Nope.
So they stopped
Shut
it.
that shit down, yeah.
Do we represent the rest of the world?
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
I have some questions for you.
Later.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions.
What is this fuck the police business?
Who are you exactly?
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Where am I?
What is up in the north?
East.
South.
West.
Thanks, that's all for now.
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Just tell me where we
Yes,
are, okay?
sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you're displaying.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She points north.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek.
So what's all this? What's all this? You know, 1312 business. What's that all about?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
This street sign says, "Fuck the police."
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
What about the other sign? Pigs go home? Who are these pigs?
Who are these pigs? Talking about Wilbur? Babe?
That'll do.
It's alright. I didn't mean to startle you. Are we going Animal Farm? How are we going on this? There's a lot of ways to play that pig.
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
What? But pigs
No
are
need
so
to worry.
cute.
We are not saying you did.
Why would the police not like it? I don't get
They're
it.
pretty adorable,
Yes, and smart too.
and they can be cute when they're small. But the funny thing about a pig is that no matter what it is, the more you feed it, the bigger it gets. And there's no such thing as like a mini pig.
Yeah,
They're all just pigs.
they all get caught.
And if you feed them too much, they grow and grow and grow until they bloat up to giant hog size, and they're the exact same animal as the cute little piglet that you had.
Yeah.
In fact, even boars are just what happens when pigs return to the wild.
Okay.
It's just straight, it's the same thing. All the same animal. So don't feed it too much.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
She leans back, shoulders relaxing.
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool. And what are you doing here?
Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then.
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
But
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
I like your bonnet. But I got it right.
Some more salts.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
No, those gloves aren't really my style.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance.
Thank you.
Well, you can equip them.
Just
and
like that.
Walk around with the yellow gloves.
Why not? I can't think of a reason why not.
Thick latex gardening gloves. Maybe you should retire. Take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth a thought.
Hell yeah.
+1 interfacing. Bye-bye bugs. Man, this road is beat up.
There's a lot going on.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Opens the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
Pull out the toolbox.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
Close the door.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation: we're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation: don't even think you can drive.
Not touching my baby.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Tap to pry bar.
Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
Hand-cranked flashlight.
Or push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Take the hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
All
The
right.
toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Good spread.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch.
Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy.
Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
A voice replies in the radio.
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
I was told I need to connect my station, the 41st Lazarette.
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
I'm done with the radio for now.
I guess that's the key one. Well, let's go this way first.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Guard give you Sylvie's number?
Actually, let's not do that right now.
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Wait patiently.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Do 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 do.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through the static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here.
Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, the detective from Whirling in Rags.
Oh boy. I hope we haven't met